Hello everybody, my name is Bubble Zest and welcome back to HOI4. In today's video we're going to be doing a guide to the achievement The Revolution, Triumphant. Let's begin, shall we? First off, we're going to do our research sorts. We're going to get CAS and anti-tank to start with. For the rest will be standard electronic industry and whatever from there. For our civs, they're going to be building a lot more civs. There we go, civs. For our mills and dockyards, we're going to start off by dropping all these ships and just build convoys. And now we're going to build some anti-air. And we're going to shift around a tiny bit of production for more artillery, support weapons, and spam guns for the rest. We'll definitely change this around later, but for now this will do okay. Anyway, let's grab all of our divisions, 138 of them, slap out the MVKD divisions, and then make some nice stacks. There we go, one full army group. Now we'll put them on the Polish border. There we go. And now with the MVKD divisions, we're going to grab them and do some naval invasions. We're going to go after Poland as soon as we can. So we'll hit Gdynia and Gdansk. Two different naval invasions that will send at pretty much the same moment. There we go. Send all the MVKD divisions to Leningrad. For the main army, use whichever generals you like. It's all going to be a bit of a mess up of generals today anyway. Next, we're going to create an intelligence agency. We're going to be upgrading this throughout this to get things like ciphers and S-pills and all of that ready. Anyway, next we're going to go up to speed 5, not do a focus, and begin. And by the end of January, we'll have just enough political power to touch the final Poland. There we go. Once we get 10 political power, we'll start our focus. We are going to be going via the right opposition today. We are going to get Nikolai Bukharin in as our leader. I think that will be a fun path and it'll be interesting to explore it. When you get your spy, hire whoever seems good, send them to Germany. Once they reach around 70%, put them on quiet intel network. There we go, the right opposition. Now we're going to do military support, need policy changes and dissent in the party. We're going to do the things to increase Stalin's paranoia as much as we can as soon as possible, so hopefully we'll get more events to decrease them. Anyway, for our top secret base, it's going to be in Archangelisk. We only really need 2 other states, and I'm going to try and go for these 2 states that are closer to Leningrad, but I might go for this state. I'm not too bothered. We could honestly do it with just 1, but 1 or 2 extra states as a backup will be good. Anyway, do what you need to do to keep Stalin's paranoia down, satisfactory production reports when it's right, purge who wish and that. It's all a bit of RNG. I can't guarantee exactly what you'll get and when you'll get it, because it's just roll the dice, roll the dice, roll the dice. Huh. I thought we were allowed to get this state. Very well, we'll just do honorlets then. Now that we've done military support, we'll try and get as many generals as we can. It's completely RNG who you get. But I do know for one thing that Vasily should be the one field marshal that is guaranteed for us. Though it can be a bit weird, because sometimes he can be guaranteed, but sometimes he will get the Bukharin symbol next to him, so whatever. But for gaining generals, it's completely random, unfortunately. And with the CAS, that will replace the tactical strategic bombers. There we go, that's the Senate party, and now we're going to do internal affairs, the Agipot and the Commissol. All very good bonuses, even if you aren't going for the achievement related to just propaganda. Well, we're just going to lose a lot of generals, but hey, minus 50% paranoia, so gotta figure the positives. It's just kind of what can you do? Doesn't look like he went for anyone that I wanted, and I believe caught by Stalin increases chances of defection, but I'm not sure on that, so don't quote me. There we go, our justification is ready, let's just take Poland. The main thing here is just to get as many XP as possible and as many other things as we can. Just one thing though, naval invasion has left on one side, and then we'll assign the remaining 8 units over there, and there they go. They'll also be pushing aggressive from that side of Poland. There we go. And there's Poland, we'll just annex them. This will come back later to be a bit of an annoyance, but I'd prefer to annex them at this point. There we go. And now we're going to exile the MVKD divisions to somewhere as far away as I can think of. In a perfect scenario, what you could do is get them completely encircled and destroyed. But something you can't rely on, that is. I also changed the tanks over a long time ago so that we'd have minimised tank losses. It'll be much more useful later. Just going to change our cavalry over to be our garrison template. It's going to make them 20 width and reserve units and change them so that they're the ones technically garrisoned in Poland right now. Because this is going to be fun to try and build compliance in, let me tell you. even maximised anti-partisan earlier, so I could get down resistance. The commissar is done and I'm ready to go, but we're just going to wait just a tiny bit longer so we can get 2 more recruit general decisions. I want as many as we can get. You know, it's more potential for us, you know. 9th of February, and I think that will leave us just enough time, so coup d'etat. There we go, there's our final general decision, which will be just on time. Good. And now we need to do the plan to ensure our victory. So, division designer, new, empty, infantry, artillery only. There we go. And change the main army that is in the MVKD divisions all over to that. Next step is we're going to disband this entire air force. Yep. We're going to dismantle everything. There you go, it's all gone. Now we're going to go all the way over to Spain for once. And we are going to send them absolutely everything we have. Why? It means after everything begins we can cancel it and get it all back for free and it isn't divided between us and Stalin. So send them everything. Tanks, support equipment, trucks, airplanes, whatever. If you think you'll need it, give it over. And there we go. Bukharin will lead us. There we go. It is time. Next we're going to do curtailment of the collectives. Get rid of this front line. And merge everyone together. These are the generals and all that we got. Not bad, even got Zhukov. Who knows, maybe we'll get some defectors throughout, so we might get some more generals. It's RNG, but you know, maybe it's RNG that'll be on our side. There we go, we start with 32 divisions, we'll change them all over to infantry, but we'll change 3 over to motorized and 3 over to tanks. Do not forget to cancel your Lend-Lease, you do not need it to go away. You need everything back. There we go. And we even get some partisan units. Good. Right, we'll do a front line something like this. Wait for org and supplies to build up, and then we'll go. No need to go just yet, but soon enough, you know. And here's what our supplies look like now. Not bad, actually. You get some partisan events if they're close to any victory points. Try and have them walk. Like, this one is semi-close to Stalingrad, so I'll walk. But this one is closer to our front line, so I'll try and link it up. And that one is just in the middle of nowhere. Your main adversary will be the MVKD divisions, or just waiting for your org to rebuild. Right now, you should be more than strong enough just to literally push the units out of the way. Main thing, though, will still be things like encirclement and destruction. May as well also train some more infantry to pad out our lines. And that's it. We have done it. Whew, that was fun. Victory is ours. And we have set world tension ablaze. Ooh, look at that. Well, I mean, that went well. Didn't get any defections, but oh well, it's like just getting the generals in the first place. RNG. Oh well, what we got was alright. Now we're just gonna rebuild, exercise, and all of that. I'm also doing collectivist propaganda, as that is unbelievably powerful. Anyway, for now, we're going to try and save political power that we can save, because we are going to need some. We're now also going to do MVKD primacy. Now let's begin to make our ideal template. We're going to make a 21 width like this. We're also going to add anti-tank, anti-air, and engineers. An expensive division, but there's a reason why I'm going to give it this nickname. It is the main division for a reason. These will be our main divisions attacking. We're also going to try and make our tanks 40 widths, but I mean, we don't have much XP for that yet, but we can work on that. There. Germany will attack the Benelux early because we have taken Poland. So Danzig will get bypassed and they'll do around Maginot early. So we need to be ready by the first few months of 1939. So we are going to be spamming stuff out. At start, all infantry will be converted to the main division. And we're going to justify a core state justification on Tunatuva. And now we're going to go back to the NEP. And now that we've also got our third spy, we're going to start doing collab governments on Germany. We are going to get as many as we can to lower Germany's surrender limit as much as we can. So put operations on max priority. Now with 30 days to go before we declare in Tunatuva, we're going to approve relations with Germany, Italy and Hungary. We are going to be spamming out as many divisions as we can get. I'm hoping for something around 240, so 2 army groups. Now I should also note, I have spammed out a few more fighters with massive deficits because Germany and Italy can give fighters. They can even give tanks. But admittedly, tanks aren't so bad right now, but you know, if you want some L3s, be my guest. Germany will be one of our main arms dealers and thus an architect to their own destruction. Anyway, now we're going to start working on the Red Army, so we're going to strengthen the mobilization plan and cohesion first, and probably rehabilitated military. We don't really need desperate measures, but if we can get it before we go against Germany, that would be great. But we'd have to be at war with a major, and I don't think that's going to happen. So spam out as many as the main division as you can. Oh, you can also use things like the Agropop for we will accomplish a high yield, because fun fact, the NEP is unbelievably powerful. It's technically a better version of war economy. I mean, no extra military construction speed, but still, 15% consumer goods. Already that's pretty good. We could get a lot of civs out, and that's what I hope to do. I also got a NAG and military access from Mongolia, which gives us the relations we need for Lend-Lease immediately, which is good. And on the first day, we will declare on Tunatuva. There we go. Just wait a day. There we go. And we'll get as much Lend-Lease as we can get. So Germany will give light tanks, fighters, no tactical bombers. Will they give CAS? Yes. Italy will give tactical bombers, but not fighters, and CAS. That's funny. What a mess. Really forgot about Hungary and all the others. Oh my, look at this. Dawn of the Tuvan Compact. You know what that means. Tunatuva is considered a major. Ha 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 ha. What Tunatuva's done is got ideological fanaticism all the way down in the tree, and now they're a major, which means desperate measures is ours. They also improved with Finland. They give okay amount of guns, but Anyway, we're going to make a brief detour from upgrading the Red Army, and we're going down to claims in Baltic, because if we send the ultimatum and they pull to us, which they should, we will get all of their stockpile. Limited conscription will be needed, so we're going to get it now. Only exercise units up to level 2 and then stop. We really don't need anything more than that. One more delivery and we'll finish up. Gone pretty well. So, I feel like now, while we still have a big deficit, we have the Baltics to help for that. Right, I'm in a lot of bother right now, so we're going to have to do New Soviet Woman. We are next going to have to send an ultimatum to Latvia and Estonia, and we're going to have to address some mutinies in the army. Right, it's really annoying. We're also finishing up now because Germany is probably about to do reassert eastern claims, and that includes Danzig, and they have sometimes justified on us. And since Tunatuva is technically considered a major, that would be a quick justification on us. There we go, finish. Now we just need to build up and wait just a little bit longer. The mutinies were very unlucky and annoying, but what can you do sometimes, you know? What can you do? And there we go. That should make our stockpile a lot bigger or smaller. Yeah, I mean, it reduced it by a few thousand. And as long as we can get Estonia eventually, we should be okay. I would just not do a focus to save political power, but I'm actually going to do enemies of the state to get rid of Trotskyite plot, which is sapping our PP gain quite badly. And there you go, 120 divisions. So, 2 full army groups are ready. In a massive deficit, but whatever. Anyway, we'll make them 2 armies. And exercise them all to be at least level 2, and our time will be ready soon enough, I'm sure. I think we still got a few months to build up before Germany does what Germany needs to do. if you haven't figured out what I'm basically doing here, I'm doing a human wave offensive here. Like, attack with a massive deficit, but with a giant army should just eventually overwhelm them. Especially if Germany is going after the Allies. Just going to quickly give Zhukov the tanks though, since you know that's kind of his thing. There we go, we've got Max Collab in Germany now too. Good. So this means basically Vienna and Berlin need to fall, and that will do. Germany will fall. Now we'll just save up some political power to get Estonia. There we go, and we're going to do military organisation, which can't be cancelled, but I'd rather, you know, do it now, so it's out of the way. And as I expected, Germany has done what Germany does, and declared war on... Well, I guess the time is now. So we'll assign 2 armies to take East Prussia, and then the rest of the armies will just be against Germany's border. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a pain for the brief while we still have military organisation underway, but not much we can do about it now. And Estonia. Right, the Netherlands have now fallen, so that probably means it's now our time to intervene. So we're going to justify on Germany for Schleswig-Holstein. Why not? Something different. I was going to go for the top state, but that would be boring. What I am going to do is create a big deficit to be able to get some more Lend-Lease as soon as possible. Justification is ready. I almost just want to bide my time for 20 extra days, which is the problem that Germany can get more entrenched. But then again, look at us. We're going to have massive orc problems, so I think I might just wait it out. Germany's front line isn't the strongest, because again, they have to be fighting the Allies right now. Well, that was a wait, but oh well, let's go. Immediately, though, going to gain Lend-Lease from Finland and Hungary to immediately get rid of this deficit, which I've artificially created, sure, but you know what I mean. We're also going to break Germany's cipher. I've had that ready for some time. Breaking out will be the hardest bit, but once we've broken out, it should be okay. Germany will eventually also get Czechoslovakia involved, use Czechoslovakia to get to Vienna and the like. Well, that's good, that's a big encirclement. Good start. There you go, the Czechs are now in. Get military trust from them. There you go. And extend the line so you're not having as big of a supply and org problem. And there goes Germany. And with Italy on the way out, we will clean this up in no time. Oh, look at that. If you really want to cause some chaos, release Germany as a collab state. But for now, I'm not going to. And it's over. Good. Right. Unsurprisingly, first thing we're going to have to do is puppet Germany. And we'll see what other puppets and nonsense we can make, but honestly, as long as we puppet Germany, we'll get our achievement, and that's good enough for me. I think this will conclude this peace deal. Good. And it's over. We took 4 states, Germany took 2, the Socialist Republic of Germany was puppeted, the Socialist Republic in Italy, and border gore galore with South Tyrol. We took Zara only so I could prevent a tiny bit more border gore. I'm actually just going to give it back to Yugoslavia. There we go. We got Soviet North Africa and Soviet Somaliland. Now that is funny. Oof. So I guess the Allies got Italy and we got Germany. Wilhelm Pieck just exiled, no more. Funny they even liberated Greece. But yep, wait a minute. Hellenic Republic with George II. Does anyone want to tell them? Anyway, we got our achievement. We have Germany as a puppet as the Soviet Union. We still count as the Soviet Union as we have tag SOV. This was pretty fun. I mean, definitely could have done it better, but I only lost 600,000, which is not bad. You could definitely do it for a lot less if you weren't just bashing your head against your lines as I decided to do. I just really didn't bother to micro it properly. If I microed it any semblance better, it would have been so much easier. But oh well, got the achievement in the end. The new Soviet treaty isn't actually so that bad. The new economic policy is good. You get some options. I mean, it's not the worst. It's fun. And I pretty much like it. You know, Bukharin's path is probably going to be the most forgotten of the Soviet past. You've got Trotsky and Stalin. But he isn't bad at the end of the day. Just one thing though before we go. You know, it's funny, we have the new economic policy and we have all these abilities to build loads more civs. I think it could be funny if there was an achievement added where you, as Bukharinist Soviet Union with the new economic policy, had more civs than the USA. You could call it something like, look at us, we are the capitalists now. I think that could be funny. But until next time everybody, this has been me, Bubble Zest, playing the Soviet Union, getting the revolution triumphant. And until we meet again everybody, feel free to leave suggestions in the comments below for future videos, always looking for new video ideas. But yet again, until next time, goodbye.